Today on Drawbli,
Ben is drawing a vacation portrait.
click that subscribe button if you're new around here.
And comment below with ideas of what we can do to improve as artists.
And share your vacation portraits online with the hashtag Drawbli.
Yes, so we went on vacation to
We
Florida.
went on vacation to Florida.
This is not a person we saw there, but it is a picture that you drew while we were on the plane.
Yes, I drew this on our plane flight, which was like an hour and a half, and I really didn't spend much longer than that. I spent less than 2 hours on this, I know, and it's one of my best portraits that I think I've ever painted. And the reason for that is because I really, really like this photo.
Yeah.
I really like this reference.
Tell me what you like about it.
Well, first of all, this is from the Painting Real People assignment that we did.
Ooh, that is a beautiful collection of people.
I don't remember the name of the website off the top of my head, do you?
Earth something.
We'll put it up on screen right now. I'll edit that in later. But that URL, that website, that .com, it's got a bunch of photos of people that are
People.
humans, not like
Not models,
Not supermodels.
not carefully lit,
Yeah.
just people. And it's amazing.
people at United States fairs, specifically.
Yes, it was specifically a compilation of the work of one man who went to lots of festivals and fairs and took pictures of the people there.
Some of them are, some of them are a little gremlin-y, but that's okay. That's sometimes humans be gremlins, you know?
It's kind of a nice reminder sometimes that actually the majority of the people on this planet are not supermodel-y. The amount of ads and social media we consume would leave your mind subconsciously believing that everybody looks freaking incredible, when in reality, the vast majority of people look, like regular people. And this person looks really nice. I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying, like, it's always very refreshing to work off of reference that's not the perfect female face.
No, this is in the 0.01 percentile of beauty on this website, in my opinion.
Yes.
But anyway, I would definitely recommend checking out the website. To go back to what I was saying, I really enjoyed working on this portrait just because it was something that, I saw this photo and I was like, oh man, I have to paint this one, because part of the assignment was to, go and paint real people. And this one was one that I was super passionate about. And that's why I think I was so successful here.
Mm-hmm. It turned out just amazing. You were a lot more disciplined this vacation, I guess I should say, than I was. I read a book the whole time.
Which is discipline in its own regard.
I think we both did what we enjoyed, like what sounded enjoyable in that moment.
Speaking of vacation, let's talk about that, because we went to Florida and had a really fun time. My parents got a place down there that they graciously allowed us to stay in. Thank you, Ben's parents.
Yeah, thank you. It was so lovely. And then Ben, you, off the cuff, just planned us a day at Disney World. I had never been, so that was really cool.
My second time going as an adult. I went maybe like 5+ years ago for the first time as an adult, and it was okay. I went to Magic Kingdom that time, but like you said, about a week before we left for Florida, I was like, hey, my parents lived pretty close to, Orlando. It's an area called New Smyrna, close to Daytona, for those Floridians that know.
Don't dox your parents.
And here's their exact address where you can find where Ben's parents are. No, so about a week before, I was like, hey, we're going to be pretty close to Disney World. Do you want to go?
And I was like, well, yeah, but can you plan that? I've always heard those are like this whole complex planning ritual, and they take months to plan. But it turns out that's more applicable if you want to spend several days there and you have a family to bring along and feed.
So I did a ton of research and came to the conclusion that the best choice for us was to go to Animal Kingdom.
It was perfect.
And it was so much fun. I had everything planned out for like the times that we would go to each
We got us the
ride/event.
shortest line waits for the biggest rides. So we got to ride like the the ride that's based off of Avatar, the movie, Pandora's.
Which, no matter what, that
Flight of
line is
Passage.
pretty much always terrible. So we did end up waiting over an hour for that ride. Close to, I think it was about an hour and a half wait.
But by the time we finished, the line was even longer than that.
By the time we did
good call.
finish, the line was over 2 hours long. So
Yeah.
I did get us the shortest line, but not
That's okay.
not
I
necessarily
waited,
short.
Growing up, I waited in longer lines at Kings Island for far less cool rides.
So yeah, real quick. I mean, this I don't need to talk about this painting. I don't do anything too
It's
special in it.
incredible. Wait till you see the ending.
Wait, just wait. You have to stay. So this ride was so cool.
It was amazing. The Pandora Flight of Passage.
Yeah, so the way it worked was you start out in this pod and you get on these like little motorcycle looking things. You like lean forward, this thing like pops up out of the ground, slaps your back and like compresses you forward. And you're just like, oh, whoa, what's this gonna be? And you're also wearing 3D glasses that don't fit at all. Mm-hmm. And so you're in this big pod with a row of maybe like 10 people, or no, 14?
16?
It doesn't matter. Roughly 15, 16 people. And the ride starts and immediately like opens up this big sliding piece in front of you. And it turns out that this pod you're in like tilts forward and backwards, and then the bikes that you're on also tilt every which way. And you, like, it opens up and there's just like this massive screen in front of you, like like so big that it makes you, I mean, obviously the point is to make you feel like you're in this world. So you're on the back of I think they're called Banshees from the Avatar movie. We are not like big fans of Avatar at all, but this ride
I don't think anybody's like a diehard Avatar fan.
I bet there are.
People are more so fans of the ride.
My teacher in high school was a diehard Avatar fan.
Oh, that's right. You told me that.
He made us watch like Avatar, I think like 3 times during the semester.
Which is so weird to think about.
It was a CAD class. We didn't really do too much in there. He didn't really teach us too much. It's like here's the book, go crazy.
Oh my
Back
gosh.
before too many YouTube videos were a thing in terms of tutorials. Way back before Blender Guru or Polygon were on the YouTube.
Oh yeah, you can't beat Polygon.
Can't beat that guy. He's been on there for decades.
But yeah, no, the ride was incredible. It was this huge like VR experience, and you got to shoot over this cliff and shoot into the waves, and this giant whale jumps
And shoot an avatar. You got to shoot one with a gun.
No, and it sprays you with like water when you're going over the waves.
It sprays some people with water.
Me.
I did not get sprayed with water.
I'm so sorry. It was a part of the experience, and I think it blows wind in your hair.
It did blow wind at you, yeah. And like the bike does some, it like moves on your
breathes.
knees, so
Yeah.
it feels like the creature's breathing. There was just so much going on with it that was the most immersive, crazy ride or experience that I've ever done. And I guarantee, like, if anybody sees this ride in like 20, 30 years from now, it's gonna be like the most lame, outdated thing ever. But
Imagine what will be the new hot thing then, because that was really cool. The nice thing about the ride was, though, that once you got off, or at least once I got off, it was really cool. I was really glad I did it, but I wasn't like sorry to get off, because if I'd been on there for another 30 seconds, I would have hurled. It's kind of a motion sickness.
I did not get motion sickness at all from that, but I did get motion sickness from the roller coaster that we rode later. I think it's called Expedition Everest. Yes, Expedition
Oh, okay.
Everest.
Yeah, me too.
And that gave me terrible motion sickness.
It's funny what I cannot handle anymore. Like, I can't even ride on a swing set. Not that I try, but I will get motion sick from the swings at a
Are you
park.
serious?
Yep.
I don't believe that.
Last time I checked, 5 or so plus years ago, I was like, oh, I can't do this anymore. Okay, good thing I'm not like in love with swings, I guess.
Okay, so let's go back to the painting here for the last minute or so. You mentioned that this had like an Egyptian feel to it.
So the way that you've drawn the bill of the hat also reminds me of when you see pictures of like a pharaoh's sarcophagus, the burial mask, how it has those big like side pieces. And so it's almost like this really cool like modern interpretation, this modern with echoes of ancient Egypt look to it. I thought that was really, really cool, and
which was totally my intention, I must say. Absolutely.
It just ended up looking super amazing, and I loved that about it. So yeah, I think this is something really cool that you created. Definitely the kind of piece that I look at and I think, oh my gosh, I'm falling behind. I need to step up my game.
And I didn't show painting the background there because I didn't record it, and it was just splotches of paint there in the background. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy, just something quick. But there is my finished piece, and I think all of your praise is worthy of the fact that I enjoyed working on this, and that's, I think, why it turned out as one of my better pieces.
That's fun how that works. Well, hey, if you want to enjoy working on pieces, hit that subscribe button to be notified of more working on pieces.
Share some of your artwork online with the hashtag Drawbli, and comment below with some ideas of how we can improve.
Absolutely, and this is the part where we say goodbye.
Goomba. Do you think back in Egyptian times they had Goombas to squash?
I saw that in a Mario game in the desert level.
Oh, you're so right. How could I forget?
History 101.
I used to play Mario on the Game Boy, and the Egyptian level was the scariest one.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. We should play a Mario game.
Nah,
Nah.
you're not very good at Mario.
You're not very good at Mario. I
Take it
said
back.
that.
Take it back. No.